My experience living in Los Angeles by Jaiden Animations. Los Angeles is a place that a lot of people want to go if they've never been. The people that actually live there don't seem to think it's anything special, but that's usually how it goes. You know what I'm saying? The people in New York probably don't think the same thing, but everyone who ain't been in New York before wants to go to New York one day. You know what I'm saying? Probably same for the Bahamas, Jamaica, you know what I'm saying? Places like that. I've heard good things about LA. I've heard bad things about LA. Let's see Jaiden Animations' experience. Without further ado, let's get it.
9 years ago, James and I talked about what it was like living in our home state, Arizona. I honestly don't
I was gonna ask
remember
where she was from.
what we said in that video. I tried to rewatch it as a refresher and maybe a little trip down memory lane, but turns out after 5 seconds, I'd rather be guillotined. No, eyes on me. You clicked on this video, you're staying on this video. No
See, I get that too, because like it just depends on what it is, I guess. Watching yourself in older content when you've made tangible improvement to your content is kind of hard sometimes. It's a bit easier when you're like, say, a gaming channel. Like I can go back and watch my old gaming videos, my old reactions. I'm not trying to, bro, get those out of here. Not that they're not good, not that they're not still quality. I just can't watch them. It just feels weird. So I get what she's saying. She animates in a completely different style now. She's much better. Yeah.
funny ideas, all right? The other day, I was in a store trying to buy a plain black shirt that was locked up behind those stupid box lockers.
Okay.
I had to ring an employee for a single shirt. A few minutes later, someone came by. All right, what can I... Oh my gosh. Are you Jaiden Animations? Yeah.
Okay.
Babe, I love your videos. Can I get a photo? Yeah.
Hey.
Much. I didn't expect to see you here.
That'd be dope.
Oh, no, I live here. You're not in Arizona anymore? And that's when it dawned.
He remembered that? Oh, yeah.
Portion of my audience who will not get updated on some parts of my life.
True.
I don't explicitly say it in one of my animations.
I didn't know
The
that.
guy left without unlocking the box, so I had to wait another 5 minutes.
Oh, my
So
God.
yeah, to anyone who didn't get the memo, I've been in California for the past 6.5 years.
Oh, wow.
Specifically Los Angeles. I honestly can't
Damn.
believe it's been that long already.
And nobody
That
knew.
means for the past 6.5 years, I've been doing nothing but complaining about it the entire time. I believe in the compliment sandwich system, though. Not everything about moving to California has been bad. For
Okay.
example, the weather is great. It's always sunny, which, you know, Arizona is too,
But hot.
in a bad way.
A million
California
degrees.
doesn't hit the casual 118, everything outside melts and dies degrees like back home.
God damn, or like Florida.
I like that part.
That's fire.
The drivers here are assholes. Arizona isn't all sunshine and rainbows in the driving department either. When I was learning to drive as a teenager,
I love when
my
she uses
mom
this
told
music.
me to never honk at people no matter what because there's a chance they'll just shoot me. But
Ooh, that is a real thing. That is a real thing. Road rage goes crazy. Do not bother people and honk at people and stuff because you're mad, because you might not want that problem. You might not be willing to take that situation as far as they're willing to, bro. So just let it go.
my mom told me to never honk at people no matter what because there's a chance they'll just shoot me. But because of the sheer volume of people on California roads all the time, it is a completely different beast. And every single one of them is driving to go kick babies because they hate their fellow.
Wow.
Compassion does not exist.
Wouldn't it be one of those things like New York
And by that,
where you just walk everywhere because it ain't worth driving?
very helpful and necessary communication tool that tells people you'd kindly like to move into the lane.
People don't use
A
it.
sign of weakness here.
No, and you know what? It's starting to become that way. I live in Iowa, like in the middle of the goddamn map. You know what I'm saying? So you would think that the kind of stuff wouldn't even happen here, but bro, I swear to God, people just don't acknowledge lane change signals. You cut your lane change signal on, people will not let you over. Like you sometimes gotta cut motherfuckers off. Then they get mad at you. They want to honk the horn. Like, bruh, I had to get over. I'm not about to miss my exit because you don't want to let me over. You about to get cut off.
You even think about turning your blinker on, every single car in your vicinity
They will speed up.
And refuse to let you merge.
Uh-huh.
They cannot handle the idea of a different car being in front of them.
Facts.
How would they get to their destination faster if a car that was in front of them in a different lane suddenly shifts to the side 12 feet? Go out of their way to merge into the lane just to speed past you and sit on your windshield. When I turn my blinker on,
That's how it feels, bro.
because I refuse to let this barbaric driving culture corrupt me. A car will
Yeah, follow traffic laws.
and then and merge in front of me. If you need to be in my lane and I need to be in yours, we literally have to stay at our same speeds and shift. It's simple. There's no point in you blocking my merge just to merge into my lane anyway. Oh my god, it pisses me off.
I feel her. I feel her. I feel her on all of this.
No money and got $1 every single time someone took advantage of my blinker, I'd have enough money to move out of this godforsaken state. One time I turned my blinker on, checked my blind spot, and in the amount of time it took for me to look back
Oh
at
my
the road
god,
and
bro.
start merging, a car waved so fast that my car's auto detection had to cut my merge off so I wouldn't hit them.
Damn. First of all, that's a nice feature. You try to merge and it literally stops you from merging. Like, oh no, you ain't going over there. You finna hit somebody. But yeah, sounds about right. Like, and I don't know. I think I was just explaining to my homie about this the other day. What's up with people trying to do that at like exits, bro? And it's like, I'll be driving for a minute, right? And there'll be a car behind me, and they're either to the side or whatever. It might be to the side. Let's say the exits usually are on the right side of the road, and they're on the right, but they're behind me, but they're not driving that fast. We're driving about the same speed. They're a good distance back, so it's like, okay. But when we're approaching the exit and I want to get over and get ready to take the exit, that's when they want to speed up. And it's like, bro, you're about to make it so I can't fucking take the exit if I don't actually like break damn near to a stop and let you go past. Like, why? That is the wrong time to pass somebody. Don't pass people on the right at an exit. That's stupid. You're blocking their exit. I understand you could say that, well, okay, Dairu, technically you should have been over in that lane a long time ago. Okay, but like, fuck you. Like, if I see somebody, you know, I still wouldn't pass in that situation if it was me. I'm just saying.
And then that car honked at me.
Wow.
I will kill us both. All right, the driver.
I don't remember who the guy was from that anime that CJ the Champ did a video on, where you can literally point at people and go bang and actually kill them. That power would be so useful. I wouldn't kill anybody, but I'd like shoot tires out and shit.
Suck.
You don't get a functioning car. You do me like this.
Not only
10 miles, 45 minutes.
These bozos.
Wow.
I'm forced to drive alongside them for way longer than I should need to. Traffic is so genuinely bad. I daydream of becoming a better sprinter to arrive at places quicker because it is genuinely not far from the realm of realism. Either that or get one of those monster snowplow attachments. I mean,
Get them out the way.
10 miles? I should not be in the car longer than 20 minutes. Everyone here loves driving 30 over the speed limit anyway. I don't even know what the holdup is. Also, a little tip. If you wanted to find a place to park when you get to your destination,
oh my God.
you shouldn't even be driving in the
I've heard about the LA parking.
Here, it's a myth and a lie. 95%
God.
of all locations have 0 parking lots. There's never street parking, and if you're going to be a lucky enough soul to find a spot, you can't slow down to parallel park into it because people are either gonna yell at you for clogging the lane or ram into your bumper. It's just an evil trick. So your only choice is to find a parking garage that costs like
Oh my God.
Friends and I drove to a one-piece live symphony at the Dolby Theater and decided to park in its parking garage. Oh, what an obvious mistake. Do you want to know how long it took us to get out of that garage after the show?
Oh my God.
2.5 hours! We parked in the designated parking garage for a show and paid 2.5 hours of our life on top of real life money. So
2.5 hours just to get out of the parking spot. Bro, I'd cry. I would cry from frustration. I'd be so goddamn mad. There's no way. Yeah, never do that. Like I said, it's like, I guess it's like New York, where if you got somewhere to be, if it's not a crazy distance away, you better off just walking or get yourself a bike or something, because you're going to be in the car forever anyway. So you might as well just go ahead and just foot it.
what if you don't have a car? Then you don't have to deal with any of this, right? Well, you can't walk anywhere. What do you think this is?
Never mind.
Country? You could get a bike or a motorcycle, but again, with the quality of drivers around, you might as well play Russian roulette every time the wheels touch asphalt. Maybe with the right setup and some expendable funds, you could just get around with rideshare apps.
Okay.
Man, getting an Uber is so expensive out here. It might as well be considered a luxury in itself. If you're taking an Uber either to or from the LAX airport, I guarantee it'll cost at least $100.
Damn.
Drivers don't get like any of that, by the way. Once I had a driver complain to me about the ride rates the whole trip, which was not asked for to begin with.
Right.
He had a client once trying to go to LAX and they were being charged $100, like I said, but the driver was only gonna get $30 from the trip. So he offered to charge $80 cash for them to do it outside the app as a win-win. Don't ever take this type of offer, kids. That was incredibly dangerous. But that's just where the landscape of Uber is.
Yeah, it's bad. Don't do that.
Fun little tip. Never tell any drivers the place you're going to or from is your actual home. This is everywhere, not just California. Sure, if they ask, it's normally small talk, but when it's not, you're in danger.
Right.
Now that guy won't leave your driveway. And the police say they can't do anything because he hasn't actually committed a crime yet.
Bro.
Lie and say it's a friend.
I hate that so bad. I understand it, but damn, man.
And lying to strangers is fun. That was a free survival hint from your friendly neighborhood YouTuber. Put that one in the back of your pockets.
She ain't lying, though.
That's
good tips.
That place is actual hell on earth. If someone gets sent there after death, I would consider it a viable punishment for being a bad person.
LAX?
Innocent people are forced to be subjected to it every single day, and it's inhumane. You have every single asshole with a plane ticket in the entire city and beyond enter through the same stupid entrance, forced to drive through the same loop bumper to bumper until they get to their specific gate. No branching paths, no attempts to categorize the types of arrivals, just a single slaughterhouse line like cattle.
Wow.
Normal slaughterhouse lines, the cattle don't hate each other. Talking about bad merging before, it is legitimately survival of the fittest.
Oh my God.
Absolutely no one will let you merge lanes ever unless you threaten to fit them right there on the concrete. One time I sat with my blinker on in traffic that was not moving for 15 minutes straight. Still refused to let me start merging once cars started inching forward. I had to sit there making direct eye contact with him until he was uncomfortable enough to let me get in front of him.
Yes, sir.
It's personal. I am not the same person
Bitch.
when I'm in the LAX horseshoe. None of us are. Some
Yeah, I feel it.
In the 1960s decided
I'd have been on that same timing, bro. Like, hell nah. Like, really? You see me trying to get over, you ain't gonna let me over even after all this time? Now I gotta sit here and just look at you for an extended period of time.
They wanted everyone that ever planned to visit LA to suffer instantly when they got here, and they simply got away with it. I've spent
That sounds like hell.
talking about traffic and the airport. I haven't even talked about living in LA yet.
Okay.
Well, that part sucks.
Oh,
too.
damn.
It is so absurdly expensive here. It's almost
Oh, yeah. Like, apparently, and it's not even just food and stuff. I don't know if she's gonna get into the housing. I'm assuming she might, but just in case she don't, what I understand, places that are like regular ass places, like 1 and 2 bedroom apartments, I'm talking about basic shit, might still run you a few $1,000s, like $2,000, $2,500, maybe $1,500 on the low end. And where I live at, that amount of money for rent is like a luxury place. Like, it's a really, really, really nice place for that amount. But in LA, you getting a dump. That's some bullshit, bro.
almost. Maybe raise the prices of food like $10 more and I'll start to chuckle.
Okay.
Now a burrito's like $40. I have
$40.
out here that's blown my mind. Sure, it's not bad, but when eating out can get this expensive,
It's regular.
I expect something more to write home about. There are some really fancy restaurants around, but I shouldn't have to spend even more money to eat a meal that makes me go, wow, I will remember this. It's become a common pastime for some people to pull up Zillow and look at all the really crazy expensive multi-million-dollar
Oh, here we go.
fantasizing about what they would do if they were to live in the craziest of homes. But the equivalent of that for me and my friends here is to look at normal homes that are just not in California. Look at that one. 3 bed, 2 bath for like $2,500 a month.
3 bed, 2 bath?
Insane. Here, the same thing can go upwards of $7,000.
$7,000.
Lucky and fortunate enough to not
for a
have to
3-bed,
worry
2-bath.
about finances as much. I can afford to live in a more expensive place.
Yeah, where I live at, a 3-bed, 2-bath would probably not even 2,500, bro. Like maybe like 15, 2,000. It depends on the place. Hell no, 7K? Why? And yeah, she's about to get into how, like, yeah, she's a big YouTuber. She can afford to live place. That don't mean you want to spend that money just because you can afford it, man. Forget that. That's how you run out of the money.
As much. I can afford to live in a more expensive place here. It's not gonna break my bank. But at the same time, I'd like to still be relatively smart with money. Sure,
right.
I tend to splurge on plushies and trinkets. Haha, Jaiden's buying another Miku figure.
Hey, gotta do that.
Stuff, I'm really not spending money on anything else.
Look at Miku and Chikawa.
Luxury cars
or Chikawa.
Or any of that type of culture. It's trinkets.
Someone got mad because I was saying Chikawa instead of Chikawa.
A little too much DoorDash. But I have a job that I can perform
like chill.
Anywhere in the entire world. And I'm sitting here wasting extra costs on living in one of the most expensive cities in America. It feels bad.
Why?
I don't know if you picked up on it yet, but I don't even really like it.
Yeah, you've been there for like 6 years, 7 years. Why?
Why do I choose to burn extra money just to exist in LA? The single reason is all of my friends are here. I shovel extra funds into a giant furnace to be near them because that's what makes the place feel like a true home.
That's true.
All of my friends are also content creators that can work anywhere too. And if we all just banded together and decided to move,
y'all should just do that.
That would sure be swell. Unfortunately, it takes a lot of time, coordination.
But they probably got family and stuff there too.
Figure out an entirely new place to move a giant friend group of people. So
right.
We've essentially soft locked ourselves here until we can all agree it's time to get out of here.
Yeah.
I'll give LA some credit. The main thing that makes it great is the fact that everything is always happening here. There's always some sort of fun event going on. Concerts, tours, random...
Yeah, big city.
I went to a live screening of
Los Angeles
finale of Severance where the cast got to talk about it afterwards, and that was one of the coolest experiences of my life so far. You name it, it is happening in California.
Right.
Honestly, you will never be bored here if you're always looking for something to do, and I recognize that is incorrect.
That's fire.
But at the same time,
I'm not.
It means there's
I stay in the house a lot.
Visiting and Los Angeles.
So I'm good. I'm good on LA.
City for tourists to visit.
Oh my God. He's about to talk about the visitation situation. No, don't ruin this for me. I probably would never move to LA. But I've always wanted to visit, at least for a little bit. Don't do me like this.
And Los Angeles is a very disgusting city for tourists to visit. It smells like pee all the time.
Oh, I heard about that.
Tourist trap areas are so trashy. There's constant crowds everywhere you go. When it rains, the pee smells even worse. Once in a while, I need to go into the city for some reason or another, and those are bad days. Also, if you want to see all these cool things, you don't have to live in California to begin with. In fact, living here only desensitizes me to all the awesome stuff constantly around. Back when I first moved, I was really close to Disneyland. And
I know people that moved to Vegas from California, but they go back to Cali all the time.
To the alleged happiest place on earth a single time because of a friend's birthday. That's more of a personal experience, though. I know plenty of people who have yearly passes to Disney or Universal who go to them all the time. But for me, I always just think, I can go there anytime, so maybe later.
And then you just don't go.
Is multiple years.
Right.
I consider it a privilege to be able to live in LA. It's expensive. A lot of people dream of coming here and making it big. And if you can afford it, you can definitely live luxuriously. But I am just really not built for all that. I grew up in a tiny desert town with like no people in it and prefer to be holed up in my house 90% of the time watching YouTube until my brain is mush.
Right.
However, As much as I want to uproot everything again to live somewhere else less expensive and more compatible with the preferred lifestyle, I do think LA is a good place for me to be right now. Both
Okay.
the YouTube and animation industry.
You better pick that your camera plushie back
I
up.
don't need to travel for most of the events I get invited to, and content creators are always visiting for something.
Yeah, there's a lot of them there.
To meet a lot of
They all over the
creator
place.
friends. I can't say anywhere else in the world can offer all these benefits that specifically apply to me right now. And it's also just a lot of fun. I
Okay.
might not exactly like it, but LA is my home for at least the next few years, and I do get to have a lot of fun here with my friends.
All right.
Toxic relationship, I suppose, but I'm sure in a decade when I'm somewhere else and reminiscing on the past,
You'll have
I'll
good memories about
very
LA.
good memories
Yeah.
of it all. So I can complain
You won't miss the
all
traffic
I
and stuff,
want
but
while
yeah.
I'm here. But deep down, I know California has been such a huge part of the most defining years of my life, and I'll hold a very special place for it in my heart for a long time.
Okay.
LAX and the drivers are just excluded from it, though.
I was about to say, yeah.
Those parts forever. I posted a little.
Yeah, and I was gonna say, hey man, forget all that, cause look, pretty sure you will have fond memories. That's usually how it goes anyway, right? Like when you finally get away from a thing and you start thinking back on it, it's usually just the good stuff. Like I mean, if you're an optimist, if you're a pessimist, you probably only remember the bad stuff still. But yeah, man, LA don't sound like a good time to live at, bro. But like I said, it's probably a dope destination to visit a few times. You know what I'm saying? Stay for a few days, then go back home, and then, yeah. So I definitely still want to go to LA. I just ain't, I don't see myself ever moving there. Like, moving there is crazy. Hell no. Same thing for New York, though. All these problems that she said that you got to deal with, you could also attribute to New York from what I've been told. But, you know, I obviously still want to visit New York one day, too. Just not moving there. All right, though, that's going to be it for this video, y'all. Her experience living in Los Angeles. We got it now. That was a good video, bruh. Make sure y'all show a lot of love to the video. Like, share, and subscribe. If y'all got any suggestions, leave them down below in the comment section. And until next time, we up out of this thing. It's boy Dairu signing out. Peace.